The sky over the Nevada desert was clear, providing a pristine view of the stars, a rare sight for those used to the glow of city lights. On this particular night, however, the brilliance of the stars seemed dim against the stunning lights that pierced the atmosphere. A colossal vessel, its hull gleaming with unfamiliar metals, descended with an eerie silence, hovering above the earth like a giant spectator. Inside the impromptu headquarters hastily arranged in an evacuated hangar, Dr. Elias Vaughn stood among some of the world's leading scientific and military minds. Next to him was General Marcus Flynn, a seasoned strategist whose calm demeanor masked his keen anticipation. "Do you think they're hostile?" whispered Dr. Vaughn, adjusting his glasses nervously. General Flynn kept his eyes fixed on the live feed from the drones circling the alien ship. "We'll know soon enough, Doctor. Our job is to keep things peaceful, if possible." Tension hung palpably as they watched the alien ship open, releasing a smaller shuttle that landed gracefully a few hundred meters away. The hangar doors opened, and the human delegation, led by General Flynn and Dr. Vaughn, stepped out into the cool desert air. Their faces reflected a mixture of curiosity and caution as they approached the shuttle. A ramp descended, and 3 figures emerged, their bodies clad in sleek, iridescent armor. The leader, who introduced himself as Captain Jurel of the Zarox Empire, was notably taller with a commanding presence. "Greetings, Earthlings. I am Captain Jurel of the Zarox Empire." The alien voice resonated directly into their minds. General Flynn stepped forward, extending a hand in a gesture of peace. "General Marcus Flynn, we welcome you in peace." Jurel looked at the offered hand, confusion flickering across his features before mimicking the gesture. "We have observed your planet. You appear primitive, yet survivable." Dr. Vaughn stepped forward, intrigued by the direct communication. "We have much to learn from each other. May I ask what brings you to Earth?" "To expand our knowledge and dominion," Jurel replied bluntly. "Initially, Earth did not seem worthy, but you have piqued our curiosity." Flynn's jaw tightened slightly, but he maintained his composure. "Earth is not here for the taking. We seek mutual respect and learning, not subjugation." Jurel tilted his head, considering Flynn's words. "Interesting. You show courage unusual for such a young race." "It's our home," Vaughn interjected firmly, "and it's defended by more than meets the eye." "Is that so?" Jurel smirked, surveying the barren desert. "We see no great cities from orbit, no significant technology. What could you possibly defend yourselves with?" Flynn exchanged a meaningful glance with Vaughn. It was clear the Zarox underestimated Earth's capabilities, judging solely by the lack of visible advanced infrastructure. "We have our ways," Flynn replied cryptically. "Perhaps before making any decisions, you would like to see more of what humanity is capable of?" Jurel nodded slowly. "Very well. Show us what your Earth has to offer." As they walked back towards the hangar, Dr. Vaughn leaned in to whisper to Flynn. "We need to be careful, Marcus. They're technologically advanced, but perhaps they lack in other areas where we excel." Flynn nodded in agreement. "It's not just about weapons or ships. It's about our spirit, our ingenuity. Let's hope that's enough." The delegation re-entered the hangar, preparing to showcase Earth's true potential, not just in terms of technology, but in resilience and ingenuity. The future was uncertain, but one thing was clear. Humanity would not relinquish its home without a fight. Inside the heavily secured conference room at the base, the atmosphere crackled with a mix of anxiety and determination as the human delegation regrouped. The alien visitors were escorted to an adjacent observation area where they could witness, though not hear, the discussions. General Flynn stood at the head of the table, his gaze sweeping over his team. "We've got one shot at this, everyone. We need to demonstrate not only our technological advancements, but also the strategic depth we possess." "Thoughts, Dr. Vaughn?" Dr. Vaughn, still clutching his notes, spoke first. "Our history shows examples of asymmetrical warfare. We need to draw on that legacy. Also, the artifacts we've uncovered might give us an edge." Sergeant Major Linda Hart, a veteran in electronic warfare, chimed in. "We've been developing EMP-resistant systems and advanced drones. They could give us tactical superiority without revealing too much of our sensitive tech." Flynn nodded approvingly. Good, Linda. I want your team on this ASAP. Show them tech that's impressive, but not easily replicable or understandable. Dr. Adrian Holloway, a theoretical physicist, added, "We've made leaps in quantum communication. Secure, fast, and something they won't expect from observing our regular networks." Perfect, Adrian. Set up a demonstration. Make it clear we're not as primitive as they believe, Flynn directed. The meeting continued with each member contributing ideas, from showcasing advanced AI algorithms to subtle displays of cyber defenses. Each proposal was more innovative than the last, reflecting a civilization ready to defend its place in the cosmos. As the strategy session concluded, Flynn addressed the team with a firm finality. Let's be clear. We're not just defending Earth. We're asserting our right to exist as equals in this galaxy. Prepare all demonstrations for 0800 hours tomorrow. The next morning, Captain Jurel and his officers were escorted to a secure military testing ground, bustling with activity. Various demonstrations were set up, each designed to impress and subtly intimidate. Dr. Holloway kicked off with a display of quantum communications, showcasing a network of drones performing complex maneuvers coordinated via encrypted signals. The Zarox looked on with visible confusion and intrigue. Sergeant Major Hart followed with a demonstration of drone swarms reacting to simulated threats in real time. Their seamless operation and adaptive tactics far beyond anything the Zarox had in their arsenal. Dr. Vaughn took the stage next, explaining the significance of ancient artifacts, cleverly omitting the extent of their decipherment. These relics are from a time when our civilization spanned the stars. We're only beginning to grasp our ancestors' capabilities. Jurel watched intently, his earlier arrogance tempered by human ingenuity and hints of a mysterious, potent legacy. You are full of surprises, General Flynn. Perhaps we underestimated Earth. Flynn stood his ground, meeting Jurel's gaze evenly. There's more to us than meets the eye, Captain. We hope this gives you reason to reconsider your intentions. As the delegation walked back towards the observation area, tension hung thick in the air. The Zarox officers conferred quietly among themselves, their expressions unreadable behind their iridescent visors. Captain Jurel remained contemplative, his gaze lingering on the human delegation as they regrouped inside the hangar. Inside the secure conference room, General Flynn addressed his team once more, his voice carrying a steely determination. We've made our point, but this is far from over. We need to stay vigilant and be prepared for any scenario. What's our next move? Dr. Vaughn glanced at the gathered artifacts on the table, his mind racing with possibilities. We should continue to leverage the unknowns. Our artifacts seem to intrigue them. They might see them as a potential threat or opportunity. Sergeant Major Hart nodded in agreement. We could push further with our drone capabilities, show them more complex maneuvers, or integrate some of our cyber defense systems. Dr. Holloway interjected, if we can subtly hint at our advancements without revealing everything, we might keep them guessing. Quantum computing applications, perhaps? Flynn listened attentively to each suggestion, weighing their options carefully. We have to maintain the narrative that Earth is not to be underestimated. They've seen a glimpse of what we can do, but we need to keep them off balance. As they deliberated, Captain Jurel and his officers watched the ongoing preparations from the observation area. The demonstrations continued throughout the day, each showcasing different facets of human capability, from advanced robotics to sophisticated communication networks. The Zarox observers exchanged occasional remarks in their native tongue, their interest evident despite the language barrier. As dusk settled over the Nevada desert, Captain Jurel requested a private meeting with General Flynn. The two leaders met in a secure chamber adjacent to the hangar, where a tense but respectful dialogue unfolded. General Flynn, began Jurel, his voice resonating in Flynn's mind once more, your demonstrations have been enlightening. You possess strengths we did not anticipate. Flynn regarded Jurel with a measured gaze. And yet, Captain, you arrived with intentions that threaten our sovereignty. We seek cooperation, not conquest. Jurel paused, considering his words carefully. Our empire values strength and resourcefulness. Earth has shown both in abundance. We did not anticipate such resistance. Flynn leaned forward, his tone firm. Resistance is inherent when defending one's home. We have no choice but to defend Earth with all we have. The Zarox captain nodded slowly. You make a compelling case, General Flynn. Our mission was to assess Earth's suitability for inclusion within the Zarox Empire. We will return to our council with your spirited defense in mind. Flynn's expression softened slightly, sensing a shift in Jural's stance. Perhaps there's room for diplomacy. We can learn from each other without conflict. Jural inclined his head in acknowledgement. Indeed, your civilization is more complex than our initial assessment suggested. We will communicate our findings to the Council and await their decision. With that, the meeting concluded, and Captain Jural rejoined his officers. They departed Earth as silently as they had arrived, leaving behind a world grappling with the implications of its first contact with extraterrestrial beings. Back inside the hangar, General Flynn and his team gathered to debrief. There was a palpable sense of relief mingled with cautious optimism. It's not over, Flynn reminded them, his voice steady. But we've bought ourselves time. Time to prepare, time to strengthen our defenses, and time to show the galaxy what humanity is capable of. Dr. Vaughn nodded thoughtfully. We've opened a door, General. Now we must decide how we proceed. Flynn looked out at the starlit sky, where the alien vessel had disappeared from view. We continue to advance, to innovate, and to defend. Earth is our home, and will ensure it remains so, for generations to come. As they dispersed to their respective tasks, the team knew that the encounter with the Zarox was only the beginning of Earth's journey into a wider, more complex universe. The lessons learned and technologies showcased would shape their future interactions with other civilizations, forging alliances or standing steadfast in defense of their planet. In the vastness of space, Earth had taken its place among the stars, a resilient and determined beacon of humanity's indomitable spirit. Days turned into weeks, and the echoes of humanity's encounter with the Zarox reverberated through global consciousness. Governments convened emergency meetings, scientists delved into the artifacts recovered from the Nevada desert, and military strategists refined their defenses against potential future incursions. The world was no longer the same after first contact. General Flynn and his team worked tirelessly to capitalize on the opportunity presented by the encounter. They bolstered international alliances, sharing technological advancements and coordinating defense strategies. Meanwhile, diplomatic channels buzzed with negotiations and discussions about the implications of Earth's newfound place in the galactic community. In the weeks following the Zarox departure, Earth braced itself for any possible return or communication. Monitoring stations were set up to watch the skies, and scientific institutions collaborated to decipher the mysteries embedded within the ancient artifacts recovered from the desert. Each discovery fueled humanity's resolve to stand united and prepared. Amidst the global upheaval, Captain Jural returned to the Zarox Empire with a detailed report on Earth and its inhabitants. The Council of Elders deliberated, weighing the potential benefits of integrating Earth into their dominion against the risks posed by humanity's tenacity and technological prowess. Months passed without further contact from the Zarox, leaving Earth in a state of cautious optimism tempered by vigilant readiness. The international community established protocols for future extraterrestrial encounters, learning from their initial experience to ensure a unified response should another alien species venture into their cosmic neighborhood. General Flynn continued to lead Earth's defense efforts, overseeing the development of new technologies and strategies designed to protect against both known and unforeseen threats. Dr. Vaughn collaborated with global scientists to unlock the secrets of the artifacts, revealing glimpses of ancient civilizations and technologies that hinted at Earth's potential role in the wider universe. As the anniversary of the first contact approached, a sense of anticipation mingled with apprehension gripped the planet. Would the Zarox return with peaceful intentions, seeking to learn more from humanity? Or would they come with conquest in mind, testing Earth's resolve to defend its sovereignty? In the Nevada desert, where it all began, the hangar stood as a symbol of humanity's determination and unity in the face of the unknown. It had become a hub of scientific inquiry and military readiness, a testament to the enduring spirit of exploration and defense that now defined Earth's place in the cosmos. And so, under the watchful gaze of the stars, humanity stood ready, for whatever the future of interspecies relations might bring. The lessons of the first contact had been learned, and Earth was prepared to navigate the complexities of a universe filled with wonders and challenges yet to be discovered. As Earth approached the anniversary of its first contact with the Zarox, tensions remained palpable but tempered by a growing sense of global unity and preparedness. The initial encounter had spurred unprecedented international collaboration in science, technology, and defense. Governments pooled resources, sharing intelligence and expertise to fortify Earth against potential threats from the stars. General Flynn and his team continued to spearhead Earth's defense strategies, refining tactics and integrating advanced technologies derived from both human ingenuity and the artifacts recovered from the Nevada desert. The artifacts, with their enigmatic designs and unknown capabilities, became the focal point of intense study among the world's leading scientists and archaeologists. Dr. Vaughn, leading the artifact research efforts, made significant breakthroughs in deciphering the technology embedded within. The artifacts hinted at an ancient civilization that had once traversed the stars, leaving behind a legacy of knowledge that could potentially leapfrog humanity's technological capabilities forward. Meanwhile, global leaders engaged in diplomatic initiatives, seeking to establish communication channels and protocols for future interactions with extraterrestrial civilizations. The United Nations convened special assemblies, drafting treaties and agreements aimed at promoting peaceful coexistence while safeguarding Earth's sovereignty. As the anniversary approached, speculation swirled about whether the Zarox would return. Some hoped for a diplomatic exchange, envisioning a future of collaboration and mutual benefit. Others remained vigilant, preparing for the worst-case scenario of conflict and invasion. On the eve of the anniversary, a flurry of activity gripped the hangar in Nevada where the first contact had occurred. Military personnel conducted readiness drills while scientists meticulously prepared exhibits showcasing Earth's technological advancements and cultural diversity. The world held its breath, unsure of what the next chapter in humanity's cosmic journey would bring. At dawn, the skies above Nevada remained clear, the desert landscape bathed in the soft glow of the rising sun. General Flynn stood at the entrance of the hangar, flanked by Dr. Vaughn and a contingent of military officers. They watched the horizon, eyes scanning the heavens for any sign of the familiar gleam of the Zarox vessel. Hours passed in tense silence until, finally, a faint shimmer appeared on the horizon, a sight that sent ripples of anticipation through the assembled crowd. The Zarox vessel descended with a grace that belied its size, touching down gently on the desert floor. The hangar doors opened, and General Flynn stepped forward, extending a hand in a gesture of welcome. Captain Jurel emerged from the Zarox shuttle, accompanied by a delegation of officers clad in their distinctive iridescent armor. Their demeanor was solemn yet curious, as if they too were unsure of what lay ahead. "Greetings, Captain Jurel," General Flynn said, his voice projecting calm authority. "Welcome back to Earth." Jurel inclined his head in acknowledgement, his voice resonating directly into Flynn's mind. "General Flynn, it is good to see you again." The two leaders exchanged formalities before Jurel gestured towards the artifacts displayed nearby. "We have reviewed your offerings from our previous encounter. They have intrigued our scholars, sparking discussions on the potential for mutual knowledge exchange." Flynn nodded, a faint smile playing on his lips. "We believe there is much we can learn from each other. Earth has made strides in science and technology, but we also value the wisdom of civilizations that have come before us." Jurel regarded the artifacts thoughtfully. "Our council has deliberated at length since our last visit. There is recognition of Earth's strength and ingenuity, qualities we deem worthy of respect." The atmosphere around the hangar relaxed slightly, the tension of uncertainty giving way to a cautious optimism. As the day progressed, delegations from both sides engaged in discussions, exchanging information and ideas with a newfound sense of openness and collaboration. In the weeks that followed, Earth and the Zarox Empire established formal diplomatic relations, marking a new chapter in interstellar diplomacy. Cultural exchanges flourished, scientific collaborations flourished, and trade agreements were forged, benefiting both civilizations. The anniversary of first contact became a symbol of hope and resilience for humanity, a reminder of their capacity to adapt, innovate, and unite in the face of the unknown. The Nevada desert, once a backdrop for uncertainty and apprehension, now stood as a monument to the enduring spirit of exploration and cooperation that defined Earth's place in the vast cosmos. And so, under the watchful gaze of the stars, humanity embraced its role as a member of the galactic community, embracing the challenges and opportunities that lay ahead with courage and determination. As the sun set over the Nevada desert on the eve of the anniversary, anticipation crackled in the air like electricity. The hangar, once again transformed into a hub of activity, buzzed with a mix of nervous energy and determined resolve. Military personnel conducted final checks on defense systems, while scientists put the finishing touches on presentations showcasing Earth's advancements. General Flynn stood at the entrance, his gaze fixed on the horizon where the Zarox vessel was expected to appear. Beside him, Dr. Vaughn monitored the last-minute adjustments to the artifact displays, their significance now amplified by the prospect of a second encounter. Suddenly, a hushed murmur rippled through the crowd as a distant glimmer caught everyone's attention. The Zarox vessel descended from the sky with a majestic grace, its sleek form cutting through the air until it touched down softly on the desert floor. The hangar doors slid open in welcome, revealing a delegation led once again by Captain Jurel. General Flynn stepped forward, his hand outstretched in a gesture of diplomacy and respect. "Captain Jurel, welcome back to Earth." Jurel acknowledged Flynn with a nod, his presence commanding yet measured. "General Flynn, it is good to see you again." The two leaders exchanged formalities before Jurel's gaze shifted to the exhibits nearby. "We have reviewed the artifacts and demonstrations from our previous encounter. They have intrigued our scholars, sparking discussions on the potential for mutual exchange of knowledge." Flynn nodded, a glint of excitement in his eyes. "We believe there is much we can learn from each other. Earth has made significant advancements in science and technology, but we also value the wisdom and experiences of civilizations that have thrived in the cosmos." Jurel inclined his head thoughtfully. "Our council has deliberated extensively since our last visit. There is recognition of Earth's resilience and ingenuity, qualities we hold in high regard." As the day unfolded, delegations from both Earth and the Zarox Empire engaged in spirited discussions, exchanging insights and exploring areas of potential collaboration. Scientists eagerly shared discoveries, while military strategists discussed protocols for maintaining peace and security in the galaxy. Amidst the discussions, a demonstration of Earth's latest technological innovations captivated the Zarox delegation. Drones performed intricate maneuvers with precision, showcasing Earth's advancements in robotics and artificial intelligence. Meanwhile, displays of quantum communications and cyber defenses highlighted humanity's readiness to defend its home planet. The atmosphere in the hangar shifted from cautious optimism to genuine camaraderie as the day progressed. Cultural exchanges flourished, with artists and historians sharing stories and artworks that celebrated the diversity of both civilizations. Trade agreements were discussed, promising mutual economic benefits that would strengthen ties between Earth and the Zarox Empire. As the sun dipped below the horizon, a sense of hope and possibility filled the air. The anniversary of first contact had become a celebration of mutual understanding and cooperation, an affirmation that despite their differences, Earth and the Zarox Empire could forge a path forward together in the vast expanse of the universe. General Flynn and Captain Jurel stood side by side, looking out at the stars that adorned the night sky. "We have much to learn from each other," Flynn remarked, his voice tinged with optimism. Jurel nodded in agreement, his gaze reflecting a newfound respect for humanity's spirit. "Indeed, the future holds great promise for our civilizations." And so, under the shimmering canopy of stars, Earth and the Zarox Empire embarked on a new chapter of interstellar relations, a journey marked by discovery, collaboration, and the enduring belief that together they could chart a course towards a brighter future for all who called the cosmos their home. As the night deepened, the hangar in the Nevada desert became a beacon of interstellar diplomacy and cooperation. Conversations between Earth's delegates and the Zarox officers flowed with increasing ease, bridging the gaps of language and culture that separated their worlds. General Flynn and Captain Jurel found themselves engrossed in a discussion about the challenges of governance across galaxies. They exchanged stories of their respective histories, the trials and triumphs that shaped their civilizations. Through these exchanges, mutual respect and understanding blossomed, laying a foundation for future cooperation. Meanwhile, scientists from both sides huddled around the artifact displays, delving into the mysteries encoded within the ancient relics. Dr. Vaughn and his team eagerly shared their latest findings, unveiling insights that sparked animated debates among Zarox scholars. The artifacts, remnants of a bygone era when humanity first ventured beyond Earth, offered tantalizing glimpses into technological marvels and philosophical musings that intrigued and inspired. Outside the hangar, under the vast expanse of the starlit sky, cultural exchanges flourished. Earth musicians performed melodies that echoed across galaxies, blending with the haunting harmonies of Zarox compositions. Artists exchanged techniques, blending colors and forms to create collaborative masterpieces that transcended planetary boundaries. Amidst the celebration of newfound friendship, however, reminders of Earth's vigilance remained. Military personnel maintained a discreet watch over the perimeter, ready to respond to any unforeseen threats with the same resolve that had brought them to this pivotal moment in history. As dawn approached, signaling the end of the anniversary celebration, General Flynn and Captain Jurel stood once more at the entrance of the hangar. The atmosphere was charged with a mixture of hope and determination, a testament to the resilience of two civilizations forging a path forward together. "We have come a long way since our first meeting," General Flynn remarked, his voice carrying a note of optimism. "The future holds boundless possibilities for cooperation and mutual benefit." Captain Jurel nodded solemnly, his gaze fixed on the horizon where the first rays of sunlight began to peek through. "Indeed, General Flynn, our encounter has shown us that despite our differences, we share a common destiny in the cosmos." With a final exchange of goodwill, the Zarox delegation boarded their vessel, ascending gracefully into the morning sky. The hangar slowly emptied, but the spirit of collaboration and discovery lingered, guiding Earth towards a future where the stars themselves seemed within reach. In the weeks and months that followed, the bond between Earth and the Zarox Empire strengthened. Joint scientific expeditions ventured into uncharted regions of space, uncovering new wonders and expanding humanity's understanding of the universe. Cultural exchanges flourished, enriching both civilizations with a tapestry of shared traditions and innovations. Through it all, the memory of that fateful anniversary remained etched in the collective consciousness of Earth, a reminder of the transformative power of diplomacy, courage, and the unyielding spirit of exploration that defined their journey among the stars. In the years that followed the anniversary of first contact, Earth thrived amidst its newfound place in the galactic community. Diplomatic ties with the Zarox Empire deepened, paving the way for a flourishing era of collaboration in science, technology, and culture. Humanity's knowledge expanded exponentially as they exchanged ideas and discoveries with civilizations across the cosmos. The artifacts recovered from the Nevada desert proved to be catalysts for breakthroughs in energy generation, propulsion systems, and even medical advancements. Earth scientists, inspired by the ancient technologies, pushed the boundaries of innovation, solving age-old challenges and charting new frontiers in space exploration. As Earth's influence expanded beyond its own solar system, so too did its commitment to preserving interstellar peace and cooperation. The United Earth Alliance, formed in the wake of first contact, became a beacon of unity among nations, working hand in hand with the Zarox Empire and other allies to safeguard the galaxy from threats both known and unforeseen. General Marcus Flynn, now revered as a visionary leader in interstellar diplomacy, continued to guide Earth's efforts with unwavering dedication. His legacy, alongside that of Dr. Elias Vaughn and other pioneers of first contact, inspired generations to come, reminding them of the importance of humility, courage, and the relentless pursuit of knowledge. In the quiet moments between scientific breakthroughs and diplomatic negotiations, humanity looked to the stars with renewed wonder and optimism. The Nevada desert, once a backdrop for uncertainty and apprehension, now stood as a testament to the resilience and determination that had propelled Earth into a future where the cosmos itself held endless possibilities. And so, Under the watchful gaze of a universe teeming with galaxies and constellations yet to be explored, Earth embraced its role not just as a planet, but as a beacon of hope and innovation among the stars, a testament to the enduring spirit of humanity and its quest for understanding in the vast expanse of the cosmos.